Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bourbon Note. I'm Greg.
I'm Ben.
And today, we're drinking Jack. All right, Ben, Jack Daniels. I've had some. You've had some.
I think everybody's had some, but we have not had some of this.
Yeah, so what's up with this?
All right, so today we have got, bam, Jack Daniels Bonded, and bam, Jack Daniels Triple Mash.
All right, Ben, why are they little bottles?
Well, I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah, if you look at, you can actually kind of tell a little bit. These are little bottles.
They're little.
These are 700s for some reason.
Yes.
I know that's a European thing.
Well, I mean, the 700 works in the United States.
Well,
but
yeah, okay, the 700
typically.
mil. So anyway, yeah, this is their new expression. It's in 700 milliliter bottles.
And a bonded.
Yeah, they're both bonded actually, but that one is a blend of...
This is a triple mash.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to read it because American malt, I know it's like 20% American malt. There's rye, and then there's some, I guess it's regular Jack Daniels, Tennessee whiskey.
I'm guessing it's this stuff, the bonded.
Yeah.
So it's 3 bonded mash bills,
Okay.
or bonded whiskeys, I should say.
Yep.
This plastic is gonna kick my ass.
Nah, you got it.
Every time I leave this on with the camera rolling.
Yeah, everybody enjoys this part of the video.
I know, it's just terrible. I should fast forward and put some music.
And this one,
So anyway, that's Jack Daniels Bonded, so it's a bottled and bond, Jack Daniels. It's said to be, I guess, on their website, like select casks.
so it's like special bonded. I mean, because they do have a regular bonded, but do they just sell it internationally?
I believe so, yeah. Well, I know it's a traveler's exclusive. I
Right.
think it's international only. I got the
Maybe
bottle,
the
which
distillery.
we should bring in, because I suppose we should compare this. This is the other Jack Daniels
You
bottled
bought that
and bond.
at an airport.
In the Dominican Republic.
In the
yeah.
DR, yeah.
So anyway, let's get to this before we
Talk too much.
talk too much. We'll talk a lot afterwards. So these are brand new. We wanted to get our video out here because these are showing up all over the place.
This is the new bonded.
Yes.
All right, on my right.
And this is the standard bottled and bond. Put that on the left.
Put that.
So
Okay.
these are new. They are not, however, supposed to be like an allocated thing. I think this, as far as I know, this is just a new addition to the Jack Daniels line.
Nice.
They run, I'm seeing anywhere from, the $29.99 to $35.99.
Seems to be like
range.
people are saying 30s or low 30s.
Yep, exactly. So
Do a pour of this one.
we'll pour that in a second. Let's do these two, and then maybe we'll get some water in between. And,
Okay,
and-
that's fair.
ooh,
All right. So new one and old one. I'm gonna start with the old one because we've done a review of this one.
don't you want a fresh palate for the new one though?
Well,
You know what? That new one actually, well, it seems like it's got a slight edge.
toasted almond.
Brown sugar, caramel. I'm not getting a ton of that banana that you usually get from like a Brown Foreman product.
Yeah, either.
I'm doing the new one first.
All right,
On the taste, just
I'll
'cause-
taste the new one.
All right, let's let her rip here. Cheers.
It hits your tongue with a lot of punch.
Oh, wow.
It's still almondy. It's got a great almond finish.
It actually does have a decent amount of almond. That's just got a
Lot of
great
oak.
oak and brown sugar. I'm really getting a lot of brown sugar on that.
I'm getting a lot of like barrel oak.
Yeah.
Like wood tannins.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's dry, in the way that certain things are not.
Sure. Honestly, that is a good description. It is a dry whiskey
It's
for sure.
dry, definitely. Let's try it one more time. There's sweetness on the nose that's not there. Well, it is sweet.
I was getting the brown sugar and oak on the nose, but it's turned up to 11 on the palate for sure.
Really aggressive, what's that flavor?
Whiskey?
No.
Bourbon?
Well, yeah, you're close. You're in the neighborhood. Like it's almost creme brulee.
Like you're in the vanilla area, kind of, but like a cream sort of.
Caramel, kind of.
Burnt sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Let's go in for the other
They're
bottled and
the
bond.
standard, and this is just a much bigger bottle.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more toffee. Sweeter.
Almost more like sugary. Like regular sugar.
Marshmallow cane sugar. It's got the same similar wood notes, but I think they're not as prominent.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that dry.
No, that's what I was just gonna say. It's not as dry as the other one.
Yeah.
Maybe they were planning on making this, because this is, I know it's Traveler's exclusive,
Okay.
the regular bottled and bond.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they wanted to make that a regular international thing, and that's why they did the 700.
Okay.
But why make us put up with 700 milliliter bottles? Why not make them put up with 750s? This is American whiskey.
Well, yeah, typically the internationals are the 700. So, yeah, I don't understand. But these are different. These are either different mash bill or totally different barrel handling or something.
Well, they're not a different mash bill, because it's still Jack Daniels. But yeah, there definitely is a difference there, for sure. I mean, they're close. They're in the same ballpark. It's not like you're
This has a much more traditional, like bourbon type mouthfeel though. Like it coats the mouth better. This one, it's really dry.
but I like it.
Oh, I love it.
So this one cost me, I paid $35.99 for it.
Okay.
And that's about MSRP I've seen, but I've seen people getting it around here for like $29.99.
Oh, wow.
For $29.99, that's a daily sipper. You know what I mean? Falls into that category of, it's not very expensive. I could sit and sip on that all night and be happy with it.
Yes.
Really good. And this one, if you're traveling abroad, I think I paid like 33 bucks for this, for the liter of it, and it's really good. So this is totally a recommend for me, the bonded.
I like that a lot.
That seems like a go-to sort of whiskey. Like keep it on your shelf, kill a bottle, see another one, grab it just to have. As like I said, I mean that'll work well in anything.
You know what? And I don't usually recommend this, but it's so dry and different. I want to try this in like a mixed drink.
Sure.
Like an old fashioned where you're adding more sugar and see what it does.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that could actually be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think you can do anything with that. That's really good. Very impressed. Yep. So now, all of you that drink Jack and Cokes, if that's like your go-to drink,
Give that a try.
now you've got one if you want to boost up the proof a little bit.
Yeah.
Whether you're looking to add flavor or just get a little drunker, you can do either one of those now in America. So there you go. Highly recommend. So now we're going to get to the triple mash. I'm expecting a very different flavor profile in this.
I would think it's going to be quite a bit different.
I think we should take a pause real quick, grab some water, maybe some crackers, just kind of clear the palate off and give this one a fair shot.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, please enjoy this exploding pelvic thrust by yours truly.
All right, thanks for sticking with us. Ben's trying to get his pelvis back into alignment.
I mean, it's always a little bit out of alignment. So now we're getting on to the triple mash. So this is a blended straight whiskey, a blend of bonded American malt, rye, and Tennessee whiskey. So presumably it is 20% this,
Okay.
20% malted whiskey, so I'm assuming just like a single malt,
Like a single malt dish.
and then
kind of thing.
60% Jack Daniel's bonded rye.
You know, which I've not had. So
I haven't had the Jack Daniel's rye either, actually, because we're not the most
yeah, we're
well-versed in rye, but we are working on that.
We're working on it. We bought a few ryes and given them a try.
And we've got some reviews coming up here that are
Yes.
ryes that we have recorded but just not released yet. We had to get these out there because this is like the hot item right now, you know? Wow. I don't know what to make of that.
Subtle.
Very subtle, yeah. first sniff was very subtle. Totally agree. I didn't get a whole lot.
Yeah.
Multiple sniffs. I'm definitely getting more jumping out of the glass. If you just handed this to me and said, hey, what do you think this is? I would guess this is a finished whiskey. Like a wine barrel finish.
I guess in some ways that's well.
No, it's good because it's just 3 different whiskeys blended.
Yeah.
Yeah, very different. There's like fruity.
Yeah, floral. It's lighter and more maybe nuanced, I think.
Yeah.
But at this point, I'm expecting the flavor to come in really subtle. Like it's not going to be a powerhouse.
There's some spice behind that floral fruity note too. Let's give her a whirl here.
It is 100 proof, so maybe, but it's also lighter. Cinnamon, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, there's the rye. The very grassy, kind of like...
I'm not getting the grassy so much, but I'm getting the rye note for sure. That spice that I was saying is kind of behind the floral note. I think that's that cinnamon coming through.
Yep. Boy, it's got a really like light floral, kind of fragrant.
That's really good.
It is excellent.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm not getting the alcohol kick though. Like it's a surprise it's 100 proof.
I'm getting enough of an edge that it doesn't come across as watery, like watered
not
down.
at all. But yeah, I mean, if you could talk me into it being only 90.
That rye coming through, you could mistake for being a little young, like a younger bourbon, and that's maybe where that grassy, like you were saying.
I think so.
But once you give it a second, that rye just kind of comes through, but it's not like a punch in the face, black pepper, clove rye, you know? That's a good holiday bourbon, Tennessee whiskey. I'm picturing like a Christmassy, Thanksgiving-y, kind of, I'm getting some fall vibes from this with that kind of cinnamon spice
cinnamon?
and yeah.
I think of it more, getting more burn now on the finish.
Yeah?
Like this is a building kind of flavor.
Yeah.
There's a lot happening. This is an interesting one. This is take your time and really enjoy it because it's going to change every sip.
Yeah. Yeah, it really kind of does.
It's really nice.
Yeah, it's like one sip, those spices come through. One sip, there's like that subtle caramel that kind of is, buried under the spice a little bit, but it's there. But then, one sip that kind of comes through. It's fruity, it's floral.
I just got the black licorice note from the rye.
Did you?
Yeah. Root beer-ish.
Root beer barrel candy.
Yep. It's really good. It's got some
sweetness. Now I'm just smelling a ton of rye.
Yep.
This is really, really interesting.
It is really nuanced. It's a very nice whiskey. It's not your standard, not that there's anything wrong with standard Jack Daniels, but this is really...
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I don't think any of these are.
No, they're excellent. But this one I like a lot.
You know what I would say? I'm gonna have to pour a little in here because I killed that. If you watch our videos on the regular, you know what's happening.
I'm gonna do a Benny Walker special, but just the one on the 700 mil.
That's all I'm doing too, actually.
Okay.
What I would say is this: if you're a Jack Daniels fan, but you're a fan of Jack Daniels in the sense that you just like Jack Daniels, Old Number 7, the regular standard, nothing wrong with that.
Right.
If you like it in mixed drinks, I would say try this because it just might give it a little extra kick that you might enjoy. But if you're just a fan of it and you really want to see what Jack Daniels is capable of, these are great examples of that.
Yes.
Of like taking regular, this isn't regular Jack Daniels obviously, but
I think
the Bonded
it's quite a bit
especially
different.
is just Jack Daniels, but special barrels according to them.
Yeah.
It's I know the regular Jack Daniels is aged 4 years. This is at least 4 years, obviously. It's
this one's pretty dark. It feels to me like it drinks like it's a fair amount older.
A little bit older, yeah. But then you get the 100 proof. And so the difference, just from memory, between regular Jack Daniels and this is large.
Yes, I would agree.
Yeah, so it really kind of takes the basic Jack Daniels and shows you what that whiskey is capable of. All right, this should be an interesting blend because these are two very different. The nose is just a cornucopia.
It is a lot of things happening.
Yeah, everything is happening.
This is more of your fall spice, holiday type bourbon. Tennessee whiskey.
Oh, that's really good.
It is really good.
Yeah.
It is very good.
All right. Well, you saw it here first, folks. 50-50 blend of both of these. Yeah, that really is kind of, it's just got everything going on.
It does.
It's got all the flavors.
It's a malted, like a single malt. So the
And a rye.
And a rye and a Tennessee whiskey.
Bonded.
Yep. This is excellent. Mm-hmm. So for the price, these are absolute buys.
Yeah.
And hopefully they'll be in just about every liquor store and easy to find.
They're supposed to be. This is supposed to be like a regular, normal release. But then again, Buffalo Trace is supposed to be a regular, normal release, and look what you all did to that.
Yeah,
Sorry I blew up. I shouldn't chastise our audience. So, I mean, I imagine maybe for a while these will fly off the shelves pretty quick.
Yeah, I think people are like, searching for them at the moment, but hopefully they'll restock and...
Really, really good though. Super impressed by both of them, and definitely try the 50-50 blend.
Good idea.
So, all right, well, this has been the new Jack Daniel's products on the Bourbon Note. I'm Ben.
I'm Greg. Thanks for watching. Cheers.